Today we're going to look at inequalities and their solutions. The first example I've given for us is off of our Khan assignments. It's our Khan Academy assignments. We have this example here where we're checking three different values of S values to check to see if they work. So I'm going to indicate over here where we're going to plug it in. So our first example here is we're going to try 6. And when we plug 6 in, we notice it works because we have 7 minus 3. And that certainly is greater than 3. We have 4 is greater than 3. That checks. So we want to check that box. Next example we're going to look at is S equals 8. So we have 7 minus 4. Now 7 minus 4 is 3. And 3 is not greater than 3. So that's not an option. And then our third option here is where we plug 10 in. So I'm going to do this work up here. So we have 7 minus 5, and 7 minus 5 is 2, and 2 is not greater than 3. So we're only going to select the first option there, S equals 6. The next concept we want to look at is graphing inequalities on a number line. So we're looking for one variable inequalities on a number line. So our first example here is x less than negative 2. So we're going to look at that example first. Now, for this example, x is less than negative 2. I don't need to make a whole number line in this case. I just need to find my key point I'm looking at, negative 2. We know where the number lines go, or the numbers go on the number line. So we're just going to mark the number line that's in question here. The bigger idea is, do we use an open circle or a closed circle? And since this value is not equal to negative 2, so notice it's only less than negative 2, so it's not equal to negative 2, we're going to use an open dot here. And so that open dot indicates that we're going to not include negative 2. And always remember that because there is less stuff for the less than symbol than compared to if it had an equal sign or not. And the open dot is also less stuff. So less stuff means less stuff. Very technical terms there. Okay, so in this case we're going to look at values that are less than negative 2. Like negative 3 and negative 4 and so forth. So we're going to shade to the left here. So we're going to indicate shading, and the arrow continues all values less than negative 2. Our next example we're going to look at here is x is greater than or equal to 5. So again, we just need to look at the number that we're indicating here, and this time we have an equals. So again, we're going to have more stuff. So more stuff means solid dots. We're going to shade in the whole dot because this is where x could equal 5, and it's also things that are greater than 5. Like 6, 7, so forth. So in this case, we're going to shade right because these are values that are greater than. We're going to look at one more example of checking solutions to inequalities. This one is x equals 3 into this inequality here. So what we're going to do is we're going to, oops, wrong slide there. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to plug in x equals 3 every time we see x. So I brought this example in case you're running something that has more than one x. So we're going to plug in a 3 every time we see x. And I usually use parentheses when I plug stuff in. And we're going to see if we get a true statement or not. Okay, so we have 9 plus 3 is less than 12. And is 12 less than 12? That is not true. So we're going to say 12. So we're going to say 12 is less than 12. Not true. So the answer is no. Can kind of ignore this line right here. Okay, 12 is not less than 12. What I meant to do is put a little arrow or a line through my less than. Okay, that takes care of our video on checking solutions to inequalities. Hopefully that was helpful to you.